About another 20 seconds here. All right, Mr. Pisani, we are live streaming.
All right, I would like to call this meeting to order. Please note any comments made by the public are welcome and can be emailed to publiccomment@lsbme.la.gov. Attention to Jacinda. Please confirm you verify the identity of all tele and video conference participants. Do we have anybody on the call?
No, we
Alan?
have everybody identified. Yes, sir.
Okay, we have no one from the public.
Nope. No, they'll be only viewing live stream on YouTube.
All righty. Is everybody's audio working fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Diana, would you do roll call and quorum confirmation?
Yes. Ken Alexander,
Present.
Sheila Guidry,
Present.
Beth Hamilton, she's out. Mirandino's present. Mike Nolan. All right, Mike, you got to unmute.
Yeah, you're muted.
Muted.
Somebody put a quarter in Diana this morning, wound her up.
Y'all, okay. Mike, I'm gonna hope you'll show up in just a second, question mark. Raymond Beasley,
Here.
Brett Stafford.
Here.
Then we have our LSBME, we've got Dr. Van.
Here I am.
got Phyllis. We got Jacinta. And then
Miss Patricia.
Miss
Oh.
Patricia Wilton. Is she LSBME?
Yes,
Okay.
she is our executive counsel.
Okay. Okay. That's it. I've got everybody.
So we have a quorum.
If Michael J. Nolan will come in, we have a quorum.
He was taking a call. I don't know if he's.
Okay,
Michael?
you may.
Hey, Mike, text one of us. Let us know you're listening.
I'm sending him a text now.
There he comes. There he is.
Hello, testing 1, 2, 3.
Mike?
Got it. I heard him.
Okay.
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 We
All
have a
right.
quorum.
All right. Are there any public comments at this time?
None that I have received, sir.
Okay. We'll move on to item 3 on the agenda, approval of the minutes from August 16th, 2021. Did everybody get the Zoom links and attached agendas for this meeting yesterday afternoon?
Yeah, and I have one
Yes.
correction to add on there. On,
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's a page 3. Yeah, it's got the wrong meeting on it. It's got Genetic Counselors Advisory Committee on that sentence.
Page 3.
Okay.
Yeah, up under the August 16th, 2021 virtual Zoom meeting, the paragraph that starts right there.
You have that, Diana?
Yeah, I wrote it
I
down.
got it.
Nice catch, dude.
Hey, I learned from the best, you man.
Oh, yeah. God help you.
All right, are there any other corrections or additions to the minutes? Do I have a motion to accept the minutes as presented with the correction by Brett?
I'll move.
Do I have a second?
A second.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Do we have any public comment?
None so far, sir. Alan, do you have any? I guess Alan doesn't have any either.
Okay. We'll move
I'm
on.
sorry, Dr. Van. No, I don't have any.
Okay. We'll move on to item 4, old business, revisions to the, follow up on the revisions to the RT rules and regs.
Well, I have to be honest and tell you, we're still working on it. It's not as high on the priorities as I want. It seems like every time the board meets, they set us two set of priorities, and I apologize. But sometimes I have to serve at the pleasure of the board, and I know that we're trying to get it done for you. And so it rests at my desk right now. But again, as soon as I can get some other things that the board wants done, it'll be on their agenda.
Okay, thank you, sir. CE broker, any update on CE broker, Doc? How, Dr. Van, how we're doing with?
Okay, yeah, I have something I wanted to share with you. Hold on one second. Let's see. Let's see if I can share a screen. Let's see. All right. This is, can you all see what I'm showing you? It is the accounts for respiratory therapy as of December 3rd. The highlighted significance is right now we have about 69% of the people registered. We have 11 active educational providers, and we've had over 623 courses signed on. So my concern is the 69%. Now, let me ask a question. Do you all renew by your birthdays?
Yes.
Well, again, it's going to be a problem for the January, February ones, but you may hear some weeping and gnashing of teeth. But again, we've been telling people this for almost 2 years, sending emails out to everybody. But again, I just want to let you know that now, if these are the people that have, July and August birthdays, I'm not too worried about it, but I don't have any way of telling you that right now. But if they're January, February birthdays, there could be some weeping and gnashing of teeth. And I hope you guys will support us because we've done everything we could to send them thousands of, emails to people all over the state multiple times. So,
Not a worry.
all right. So that's about the only thing I need to tell you about CE broker. Are you all having any bad feedback I should know about?
I have not.
I actually have one of my board members who was most resistant to this whole concept come to me and say, this really works great. I had no idea it was going to be so easy. So as people do it, that gets easier.
Yeah, I would suggest just based on my personal experience, because I was like the very typical licensee this year and waited to the last minute to do my CEs and get on CE broker. And Ray kind of helped walk me through the process. So a tutorial, like a 1-pager or something to send out to the field might be helpful. But once he told me a couple of clicks or something that I must have overlooked in the initial instructions, I mean, it was like flawless. So
we sent those emails out with how to use it and how to do it, but I appreciate the comment. We'll try and send it out again.
Yeah, right. And so I'm pretty stereotypical of, okay, I'm sure I got it. I'm sure I read it at the time, totally forgot about it. Since then, tell me again, kind of, which is aggravating to everybody who really is diligent, but I'm just being real.
Appreciate the comment. We'll send it again.
And what we'll do also is we'll forward it to our state president and have him forward it to all the practitioners as well.
Yeah, once Ray told me, he says, hey, this went out in an email. Actually, true confession, I went back and found the email and reread. And so you're exact, Dr. Van, to validate your statements like, oh yeah, I did get that. But Ray was nice enough to help me.
Well, I will tell you, in other areas of the licensee groups, we've had people say, well, I never got those emails. I said, well, let me hang on a second. Is this your email? Well, of course, that's my secretary's email. She handles all my emails. She got them, but she didn't tell you about it.
Yeah.
Ken just wanted the cliff notes, Dr. Van. He didn't want to read the book.
I read the email. I know I read the email. I was like, oh, I remember reading that. Yeah.
Look, let me tell you something. It's so crazy sometimes, and I appreciate everybody's understanding. And like I said, there'll be some weeping and gnashing of teeth. And if everybody just stays on the same page, I think we'll be fine. But look, the worst thing that's going to happen, if you look at it this way, someone will not be able to renew in a timely fashion, and there'll be a slight fine. But other than that, that's it. Nobody's going to lose their ability to renew. They just have to get the Cs done. And as we all know, Cs is so easy to get right now. And I will be telling you that ultimately there'll be a time when your laws and rules courses that Susie is working on for all of our 16 license classes will be counted for 1 or 2 hours of your CEs, and you'll get those for free. So we're trying to make it work as easy as we can for you all. But thank
I
you
got
very
all
much.
mine free. Yeah, I usually get it at state meeting, but I got all mine free, so it wasn't hard.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr.
Okay.
Pat.
Thank you. I don't need to share anything else. I'm gonna stop sharing right now.
Okay. Is there any other old business anyone would like to discuss?
Ken, the one thing I need to tell you is we kind of let get out from under us the whole deal of the federal people coming down as providers that are not respiratory therapists doing respiratory therapy. We're still researching that. And
Yeah.
we'll get to it and probably get back to y'all very shortly, but we could not get it done in the time. We apologize.
You know, and Dr. Van, that you can put that down on your priority list because it fell off the radar with all the federal staff going away.
Yeah.
So don't keep it up high. It's, you know, if you have to do it to make the minutes work to say, hey, we did it, that's great. But I'm not hearing squawk from anybody about it anymore.
Okay, good enough.
All right.
I
is
think
there-
our committees are up to date, and all we need to do is talk about meeting dates for next year. How many you want to have, and you want to set them up now, we'll get them on the schedule. That'd be easier for us if we get them on the schedule. What I would like to do, if it's possible, if you could get us those, if you want to pick some dates, we can do it now, but if you want to circulate them, some thoughts on them, we can send some doodle polls out. I don't want you guys doing a walking quorum by email, but if we can send some doodle polls out, it's good for us if we could have them like the second week after a board meeting. It's easier for us to schedule all those things and make it work for you all. But other than that, you tell us when you want to do them and how many you want to do.
Has the board, have y'all set the board meeting dates already?
The board meeting dates are up and they're on the web. If you want, I'll pull them up and show them to you. Hold on a second. Let me get to it real quick.
And Ray, just to remind everybody, remember, this is my last meeting.
You're under new business, Ken.
Oh, I'm under new business. Okay.
Yeah.
Old dog, new business. All right.
All right, let's see. Hold on a minute. Board meetings. Okay. So I'm gonna share, do some screen sharing again. And yeah, that's what I want to share. Okay, so let's see. Can you see this right here? These are the board meeting dates. Can you see those?
I can.
January 24th, February 21st, March 26th, what's that, 28th, rather?
28th.
28th, April 25th, May 23rd, June 27th, July 25th, August 29th, September 26th, October 24th, and December 14th.
Got him.
So y'all want to try and do 3 or 4 meetings for the year?
Our law says that we do 4, I think.
I think we
All
got.
right. If we could, the only one I'm asking is if we could do the 4th meeting of the year 2 weeks after October 24th. And we could do one a week or 2 after February 21st. And maybe a week or 2 after May 23rd and August 29th. That'll work for us. Jacinta can, if she's got those weeks, she can send out some days on those weeks, doodle poll. The sooner you get them on the schedule, the more likely they are to stick, because what happens is conflicts then start popping up with other committees. So if y'all are organized enough to get all 4 of you on the schedule, I think it'll be much easier for us to accommodate what you all want.
Raymond is usually very good at sending his dates early at the beginning of the year, and I appreciate that. So if you want to send me what you have, Raymond, I can go ahead and verify with Dr. Van's calendar that they match with what he just said.
Okay. Diana, did you get those dates that Dr. Van mentioned?
I did.
Okay. I'll check my calendar and everybody else's once I receive the minutes, and I'll get back with you. Just send them.
Thank you so much, Raymond. We appreciate you doing that.
Thank you, Al.
I'll stop my screen share now.
All right. Is there any other old business? All righty. Is there any public comment at this time?
I have received none. Alan, have you received any?
No, sir. No public comments.
All righty, we'll move on. We'll move to item 5 on the agenda, new business. Licensing supervisor report, Phyllis Johnson. Phyllis, you have anything for us? You're on mute, Phyllis.
You're on mute.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, to introduce to the new respiratory therapy person, Ms. Josette Stamps. So Shannon is no longer here, so she will be functioning as the respiratory therapist person. And that's it. Nothing else to report.
What's her first name again, Phyllis? I see her.
Josette, that's Josette, Z as in zebra,
Uh-huh.
Ette. So that's Josette.
Bette.
Ette.
Mm-hmm.
Her last name Stamps, like a postage stamp with an S. All right.
Got it.
And she's smiling at us. I see her.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. If you need any help from us, just let us know.
Will do.
So Phyllis, have we had any, how are we doing on any licensure applications? Everything's running smoothly? Everybody providing all the documentation that's required?
Well, of course, we've been backlogged, training this new person who just started this week. So we've been kind of backlogged, but we have somebody who's been helping. So it's not moving as fast as it could be moving, but we do prioritize respiratory therapists. And we are moving the applications. We received a call from one of the schools, and I think sometimes, the students lead them to believe they've submitted applications, and we're used to that, and submitted stuff, and really, they really haven't. So, that happens quite a bit. But I can say that we're moving it in as much as they are submitting what we need, and we are prioritizing respiratory therapy.
Phyllis,
Applicants, yes.
if I can just add one little piece to this in support of what you're saying, I think one of the things that did not help this past summer was the governor sent us back home again when the COVID hit, and then the hurricane came through and shut the city down for 2 to 3 weeks. And, my comment was it wasn't bad as Katrina, where the mail was showing up and being, put in the back of an 18-wheeler. But, when you don't have electricity and you can't work. But a question that I have for Dr. Van is, God forbid we go into another shutdown and have to go home. But when y'all go home, are they able to work from home to process these or not?
You're correct. We work from home during shutdowns. Each of our directors has the ability to say whether licensing or investigations or finance, who can work from home. We've given most people the capability of doing so. But what happened after Ida was not so much a work from home issue, but a closure of the agency. And basically only people that were working from home were myself, Ms. Aloma, one other licensing analyst, and a few people like that to keep things going. But basically, they closed the agencies in the Orleans area, and that's different from working from home issues. I suspect that if this new round of variant gets to be worse, we may see another work from home, but we have the capability of having operationally continuing working with a lot of people at home. So we built that in terms of what happens. I will also tell you that despite the best laid plans of mice and men, as Shakespeare has taught us, we had an interesting generator failure at about 17 hours after electricity was lost. Basically, the engine threw a rod, popped a piston, and that 4-cylinder engine was dead. And they just finally fixed it this weekend, putting a new engine in our generator, which only had about 40 hours on it. So it's back in service. It's running nice. But again, that was one of the failures that we had hoped to avoid, but we didn't. And I think we're going to be making sure we have some more redundancy built in the future. But right now, this generator is back and working. And when that generator runs, our entire digital infrastructure operates, and it really becomes an issue of the workers' ability to log in. So during that initial 17 hours, I was logging in from Houston because my wife and I evacuated to Houston. And I actually noticed when it went down and said, wait a minute, something's happened. And when Al went to the building that morning, he said, whoa, the generator is not working. So we understand that happens, but I think we're building in as much redundancy as we can. And we hopefully that will not happen to us again.
Well, we appreciate it. And like I said, when, again, when there is a shutdown, hey, there's a shutdown. And when you don't have power in the city, you can't get to your stuff. So I appreciate that update.
Thank you. COVID pandemic status, relicensure, I think that was pretty much answered with Diana with the shutdown or whatever. But I will ask Dr. Van that I don't want to get into too much detail about what's the status with the LDH people that are coming in that hospitals are bringing in?
Well, as you know, thanks to your information, I was able to make one of the larger providers recognize that they had to do it. We've addressed all of those people. The temporary permits continue to be issued and will continue to be issued until such time that the governor no longer renews the emergency declaration. Now, he just did renew it in November for December, and based upon the worldwide mess and the continued cases of Delta variant in this state and the very subtle increases we're seeing in Delta variant in Louisiana, I think that it'll continue at least unabated till March. But no matter what happens, whenever he stops renewing it, we will no longer issue any more temporary permits, and we will allow those existing temporary permits to function for 90 days. And that is to allow the orderly transition of care in all of the institutions and private situations where respiratory therapy is providing service on a temporary permit. Having said that, it's really at this point, the governor and LDH making those changes in terms of when they decide to stop it. But based upon the worldwide issues and all the concerns, and then still the high number of Delta variant cases without considering Omicron, I don't see it stopping until March at least.
Okay.
Is that the question you were looking for? You wanted to answer?
Yes, sir. Committee appointments. Dr. Van, I'll ask for your assistance and direction. We have two physicians that we've been trying to get appointed to the committee according to the law. So we need to address those. And also, I'd like to turn the floor over to Mr. Ken Alexander.
Okay, I think I told you guys already, but the call of grandchildren was too great to resist. So I'm retiring next month. Actually, hang on, 39 days, 6 hours from now. Then I'll retire. January 14th is my last day at LHA, and Robbie and I are moving to Houston to be close to kids and, more importantly, grandkids. So, yeah.
You want the bad news, Ken, or the good news?
Either one.
The bad news is you serve until replaced. the good news is if you send me a replacement quick and the committee approves it, I'll get it done. But it'll be done. I can't get it. I don't know if I can get the names and ready to go for the December meeting, but I can do it for January.
All right. Good to go. So yeah, and Dr. Van, let me know. I know the LHA nominates this position. It's been easy for them for the last 14 years. I've been in this position. So I don't know how easy it'll be for them to solicit and get a replacement based on a couple other boards. Could take a little while. I don't know. So, I may try to ping around a little bit and see if I can talk to an administrator. It's got to be a hospital administrator position. So there's a few, I don't know, and Ray or any of you guys, if you have suggestions, folks that holler, and I can give those names to Paul, our CEO, and then he kind of follows up and does that piece. We'll try to get that done as timely as we can.
So we need a hospital administrator? Is that what
I
you're
believe
saying?
that the LHA appointment is somebody in hospital administration.
Okay.
Or healthcare administration. Like I qualified because I was in considered healthcare, LHA, I was considered healthcare administration, and I had an administrative background. And being an RT probably helped too.
Something sticking in the back of my mind, a retired hospital administrator or something like that was one of the qualifications.
Raymond? I'd highly recommend Mark Randolph out of Monroe. If we can get him.
Who is that, Diana?
Mark Randolph?
Yeah, what's he do?
He's the administrator at Oshner's in Monroe.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
He is a respiratory therapist. He was in hospital administration over here on main campus. And then Oshner's came in and he remained here, and then they moved him to Monroe. But he graduated maybe 4 years behind me.
Okay.
I think he'd be a good replacement if we could get him.
Okay.
Diane, have you had I defer obviously, but if that's the name that you guys want to float, usually the governor likes to try to get 3 names. If you can't get 3 names, we give them what we can. But if y'all think that's the name and you want to ping him and see if they're interested, that obviously has weight. And then I can get that to whoever.
So Diana can follow up with him, and then Ken and I'll talk and see if there's some other ones that we can come up with.
I was going to say there used to be another one at Rapides. I just don't know if she's still there, that I've worked with before too. So
I don't know of one at Rapides. Not that's in senior administration.
she might have left. She actually, again, graduated from the program, but she went into echocardiography and then moved up there. So Becky, and I'd have to go back and look up her name, but okay, Raymond, I'll follow up with Mark and see if he's interested and put my thinking caps on for some other ones.
If anybody else on the committee can think of anybody or knows of anybody, just follow back up with me. I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, the only other RT I know, and I think he sits on maybe the RadTech board, I don't know, is Naveed. Oh, shoot. St. Helena. He's an RT by background as well. He's CEO at St. Helena. Naveed Awan. So he's an administrator. But he's a very quiet guy. So I don't know.
You sure you'll fit in with this group?
That's
Well,
what
that's
I
why
was
I'm
thinking.
asking. That's kind of why I'm questioning. All of a sudden, it's like, yeah. He's very quiet, very reflective, but yeah, he's not a bad thinker.
All righty, guys.
And it's been a pleasure. So just know that it's been a joy. This is one of the most fun things I've done at LHA is serving on this committee. And Dr. Van, I tell you what, going through a couple of executive directors, you're just a class act, man. You're a good human.
Well, I thank you for those kind words. It's been my desire to make these committees work better for all of us. And it's only reflective of all the hard work that you all do. I just
Yeah.
kind of get it organized. You all do the work, and I appreciate it very much.
And they do. Ray's been awesome, very organized, always responsive. Diana takes the best minutes of anybody on the planet. So, and I missed the jelly. Just saying, 2 years and no jelly. Come on.
Hey, we gotta meet, but now if y'all send me some addresses, I just did 3 double batches by myself because Beth has a bad knee. And I'm experimenting with some cranberry and putting cranberry in there too. So, yeah.
Oh man,
I've done
I'm a
some-
Major League Cranberry fan. I can arrange that. So if I have I'll have a new address. So
You need
Yeah.
to send me that, and my request of you is keep the Facebook coming, okay? Because we'll follow. I
All
like
right.
to see the grandbabies.
we'll do that. Yeah, I'm not on social media much at all anymore, but I will. Usually it has to do with it's family when I do something normally now, so I will do that.
Okay.
Well, Ken, I have to tell you, I share the pool of grandchildren, but I only have one now, and he's just across the lake. So
There
we're
you
in
go.
good shape.
Well, we're going to be 3 blocks from our 2, so
Oh, jealous.
That's great. Well, we've appreciated your service on the committee. Ken, you've always been there for us, especially legislatively, whatever we've needed to know what was going on or who we needed to contact. So, you're definitely going to be missed. So
thank you. I appreciate that, Ray.
And I'll echo that. Ken, it's just been great working with you. I mean, the information that you bring, I think it's invaluable. And
No, thanks.
you certainly will enjoy those grandkids.
Oh, absolutely. Can't wait. Can't wait. And they can't wait because we're built-in babysitters 3 blocks away. So,
Absolutely. That might not be a good thing.
yeah. Yeah, we've been having fun with the everybody loves Raymond analogies. So yeah.
all righty. Let's see. Any other new business anybody would like to bring up at this time? Dr. Van, I will ask this. I did receive a call from a couple of board members. Since we aren't meeting in public for because of the governor's order, some of the committee members are wondering if they could charge for their per diem for attending the meetings.
If you are paid per diem, you get your per diem whether you do it online or whether you travel. You just don't get your travel expenses, mileage reimbursement, hotels. But yes, please submit your reimbursements or your per diems so that you can be properly paid.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Is there any other new business anybody would like to discuss?
Ray, just a question, and it's more a discussion question than anything. We've been doing a lot in the workforce arena, obviously with the acute shortages with several disciplines. So what are you guys hearing that could be useful for me to take back as far as the state of the union and availability, staffing, issues with staffing shortage? I know some months back, especially during the summer of Delta, the joke, I haven't worked clinically in a long time, and people were saying, hey, I'll give you a job. So it was that bad. So anything, any update on that or any insight?
Workforce is just, it's really not good right now for anyone. It's a slow time right now. And if you'll notice, any advertisements that are going out for RTs and RNs, I've never seen this in my lifetime where they're paying almost the same amount agency wise. I know.
Are they really?
The last in-house agency pool I seen for Oshner was an RN, $90 an hour, RT, $90 an hour.
I can chime in. Workforce ain't there. I've got what I probably have 7 positions out there posted. I got 0 apps coming in off of it.
Wow.
I've had, well, we actually maintained pretty good through the main 2 years of the COVID pandemic. I didn't really lose anybody, but within the last 6 months, I probably lost 8 people.
Are they going to travel positions, Brett?
Everybody's doing
Chasing travel dollars?
Yes, sir. Mhm.
Yeah, because I'm hearing that RTs are pulling in what, about 125 or plus
I don't know.
travel?
I don't know what the agency is paying or whatnot, but I can give you in our area right now or whatnot. We've been doing like limited assignments, trying to get people in, and Oxnard's been doing the same. And we've been doing 60 for day shift and 90 for night shift.
I heard there's also big bonuses too, sign-on bonuses.
Yes, a lot of different places have different. We have 5,000 attached to all of our positions. There's some other ones out there that's up to 10, but once again, it's I got nobody applying.
Wow. Okay.
Same here. I have 2 full-time night positions available, and one position has been posted for over a year. I just lost a guy this past weekend for a lateral move within the organization to Epic. I have 2 LDH therapists here that'll be leaving at the end of the month. So it's hard.
Yeah. Yeah, all the LDH staffing, the SNAP staffing and all of that, I think they're trying to get it into January, but end of the year may be it. So I don't know.
I'm hearing rumors to January 31st. Right now, it's only to December, but I was told that good possibility that it's going to be extended to January 31st.
Yeah. There is a good possibility. Paperwork's in, all the numbers we pulled, helped Dr. Pratt, Roseanne Pratt, who runs all of that at LDH, and justifies out to FEMA and does all of those pieces, helped her get all of her ducks in a row, asking for the January 31st, but haven't heard the results of that. So, but I've heard anecdotally that she's gotten very unofficially that it's looking okay, but with the Delta variant being so bad in so many other states, worse than it is here, that, everybody's crying for that supplemental staffing. And so that's where they're trying to juggle all of that. And we're trying really hard to justify based on some ongoing hurricane relief and some other things, some extenuating circumstance that's helped us so far since the numbers have gone down in September. So. We'll see.
All right. Any other new business?
I don't know if this is the proper time or not, Raymond, but I have a congratulations for Diana. Can I do that now or?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'd like to congratulate Diana. She's receiving an award tomorrow from the American Association for Respiratory Care, the Bill Lamb Award for Community Service.
Oh, wow.
In recognition of outstanding community service and exemplary representation of the respiratory therapy profession. Very well.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Well deserved.
Thank you.
Congratulations. That's
Yes.
awesome.
And it will, I don't even know if I'll watch it, but the virtual thing will air at 11:30 tomorrow, if you're signed up for the AARC conference.
All righty. Is there any public comment at this time?
None that have come across my email. Alan, any from yours?
No, sir, not at this time.
I have no executive session business unless the board has any at this time.
Would you just take a moment in public session to approve the minutes as submitted?
I thought we did that.
Executive session minutes? No, I think you did the public session minutes.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, executive session minutes. I can move for those.
We don't have to go into executive session, huh, Doctor?
And not unless you want to discuss them.
No.
I can move to approve of that discussion.
Okay. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second. Would anybody like to go into executive session to discuss these? All in favor of approving the minutes? Any opposed? Okay, motion carries. Any public
Thank you
comment?
all very much.
Thank you.
Again, no public comments at this time. Thank you very much, Mr. Pisani, for presiding.
All right, at this time, I'd like to, someone know for a motion to adjourn.
A motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Alan, if you could start